In the 1400s, powerful kings and queens in Europe were competing with each other. Each had a strong desire to expand and wanted more lands to rule and riches to spend than the others. The economic opportunities were great. There were spices worth a fortune in Asia. However, the overland trade route was long and controlled by others. So the king and queen of Spain backed the plan of sea captain and trader named Christopher Columbus. He would reach Asia by sailing west around the world. Spain reaches the Americas. In 1492, Columbus reached an island near Florida. He was certain it was near Asia when he claimed the land for Spain. He didn't find the rich Asian cities he had heard of or the spices he sought. He did see good land, many people, and some gold. Soon, Spain sent explorers to find the gold and conquer the land and its people. It was the explorers who learned the land was not part of Asia at all. It was a land off their map and unknown to them. It was a new land. Spain sent an expedition of 500 soldiers led by Hernan Cortes. Expedition is a journey made for special purpose. Cortes was a conquistador, which means conqueror. In 1519, Cortes landed in Mexico and set out to conquer the Aztecs, the richest and most powerful people there. It took 2 years and the help of other American Indians, but the Aztec Empire finally fell and became a part of New Spain. Aztec gold, silver, and pearls were sent to Spain. Cabeza de Vaca's journey. In 1528, a Spanish expedition landed in what is today Florida. Among the 600 men was Alvar Núñez Cabeza de Vaca. He was one of the few to live and return home. De Vaca wrote about his experiences in a journal. That is how historians know about his accomplishments. Upon landing, 300 men went inland to explore. They got lost. Months later, they found the shore again but had no ships and few supplies. Desperate, the men built rafts. The sails were made out of shirts and pants. They headed west towards Mexico. They sailed safely to shore until a storm carried the rafts out to sea. For 2 weeks, the men feared they would never see land again. Then early one morning, Cabeza de Vaca heard sounds of waves breaking on a shore. Some historians believe the men came ashore near present-day Galveston Island. Then they separated, and many men died during the winter. Years later, Cabeza de Vaca found 2 of the Spaniards and an enslaved African named Esteban. Slavery was an accepted practice among Spaniards and many American Indian groups as well. Slavery is the practice of owning people and forcing them to work without pay. All 4 men became prisoners of American Indians. More Spanish explorers in Texas. 2 years before Coronado set out looking for the golden cities of Cibola, an expedition left Spain with 10 ships and about 600 men. It was led by Hernando de Soto. Like Coronado, he heard the stories told by Cabeza de Vaca and wanted to conquer cities filled with gold. Both de Soto and Coronado traveled with Franciscan missionaries. The missionaries gave spiritual help on the expeditions. They also tried to teach their Christian religion to American Indians. De Soto never reached what is today Texas. He led his expedition through present-day Florida all the way to the Mississippi River where he died. It was Luis de Moscoso who led the group through what is today eastern Texas. They did not find the riches they were looking for, but Moscoso saw oil shimmering on the water near the coast. One day, Onote led an expedition into present-day New Mexico in 1598. His mission was to conquer the people, claim the land for Spain, find a colony, and look for gold. To get there, he crossed the Rio Grande at the place where he called El Paso de Norte, the pass to the north. Today, this site is named El Paso. Eventually, the 4 men escaped and walked across present-day. Okay, we're going to skip this. We need to go here. Once back in Spain, Cabeza de Vaca told Spanish officials about 7 cities of gold. He had not seen these cities himself, but he had heard about them from American Indians. Spain wanted these cities of gold, so they sent an exploring party to find them. Fray Marcos de Niza led the group. Esteban was forced to guide them north. When they neared a Luni Indian village said to be one of the golden cities, Esteban went ahead of the others and was killed. During his death, Niza quickly left without ever seeing the golden cities, but in Mexico he spoke of them as if he had.